Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof, and I'm back again with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about, should you become a YouTuber? Now, this is something I get asked quite a bit, actually. People asking me, what do I need to become a YouTuber? What should I buy? What should I not buy? What do you have? What do you recommend? What do you use to capture your footage? What kind of microphone do you have, etc.? But beyond that, people that ask that obviously have an inclination. It's presumed that they're conceiving the notion of potentially becoming a YouTuber. And another thing that's what people ask me, is it too late to become a YouTuber? And that's usually the way it's phrased. People ask me, is it too late? As if they've passed some deadline, you know, they've missed their chance, so to speak. And this is something, if you watch Call of Duty YouTubers, which again, I've played Call of Duty for many years, and I've, watched some of my favorite Call of Duty YouTubers, like T Martin, Chaos X Silencer. Actually, I don't really like Chaos X Silencer, but anyway, that's another discussion for another day. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings by, bashing their favorite YouTuber, what have you, but the point is, there's this notion amongst YouTubers now that you, the little guy that doesn't have 1 million subscribers yet, you're too late. The guy with 1 million subscribers, has already gobbled up all the viewership. And all of my subscribers are already loyal and such strong fans of mine that you have no chance, because they will never find you. Why will they never find you? Because you will not do anything groundbreaking. You will not do anything new. And that's often what they say. They'll say, you need to do, if you're going to do a YouTube, you need to do something new that no one else has done before. And you need to make a name for yourself by doing something different. And there's a certain degree of truth to that. And, ultimately, for example, if you look up Batman Arkham Knight walkthrough with live commentary, you're going to find everyone that is going to be doing a walkthrough of the game, they're all going to have over 1 million subscribers. Just about all of them. And if you are like me, if I'm uploading a walkthrough of Batman Arkham Knight, which hundreds of other YouTubers did, all the way from beginning to end, mine's going to be all the way at the bottom, even though I cover Batman Arkham Knight on a regular basis, and many of those other YouTubers with over 1 million subscribers just did a walkthrough of the game and maybe a review of it. So the way that the YouTube analytics works, it actually makes sense for these YouTubers to say that. And what they're saying, I don't necessarily think is in bad taste, but also it comes from a place of just like, I win, you lose, I get that vibe from a lot of these YouTubers that say, I think that if they were in your position, and you were in their position, for example, I'm speaking to you, I don't know if you personally listen to this are interested in becoming a YouTuber, but let's say that you are. So you, the little guy with 0 subscribers right now, they basically are kind of having this haha, I'm here, you're not kind of mentality, and that's really where it comes from, in my personal opinion. And here's the problem with that. This notion that you, as the person with 0 subscribers interested in becoming a YouTuber, has to do something that no one else has ever done before just to have a chance at succeeding, is totally false. Completely false. Think about it, really, in reality. Think about the world's greatest inventors, and think about the world's greatest innovators and minds, and also the most successful YouTubers. Look at, for example, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was not really a genius when it came to computers. He really wasn't. And if you read his autobiography, which I have not, but if you read it, and, I know decent about his life, blah, 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 but he's not a computer whiz. He had people that, at the beginning of the founding of Apple, he had computer whizzes on his side, but he was not one. Steve Jobs was a genius, though. He was a genius because he thought of the things that no one else did. The iPad 1 was the first tablet with curved edges. In other words, we think of it intuitively as an iPad or a tablet device to have embezzled, curved edges. Because when it's laying flat on a table, you can just pick it up by the corner, and it's easy to pick up. However, if it's like a brick, or I guess more like a piece of plywood it would be, because it's longer than it is, tall. But so a long, wide piece of plywood, for example, which the tablets were before the iPad, it would lay flat on the table and you'd have to kind of dig your fingernails underneath it to pull the tablet up. These are little things that he thought of, and the iPad is by far the most popular tablet to ever be made. Was Steve Jobs a genius, really? Well, I said he was, and in many respects he is, but he didn't transform tablets. He didn't create a tablet, really. He changed, he tweaked the tablet. The tablet existed almost 10 years before Steve Jobs even thought about developing an iPad. 5 years, that's a good number. Before the iPad even came out, there was tablets, Microsoft was making them, that were maybe in many respects better than the iPad at the time. But he thought of the little things. And look at Hutch. Hutch, one of the most popular Call of Duty YouTubers. What did he do? He got a gameplay in Call of Duty 4, and he'd been uploading videos for a while, and he had a lot of subscribers. I mean, not a lot in terms of today, but back then he did, uploading Call of Duty. He was a gameplay commentator. Now he is. But at that point, he would just upload gameplays to YouTube. He would get a good game, he would upload it, and then in the description he'd say, thanks for watching, like, blah, blah, blah. If there was even likes back then. That was like 7-8 years ago. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1. What did he do? He decided one day, he said, I'm going to turn on this gameplay, which I just got, and I'm going to talk over it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk over it. And I don't know, maybe I'll talk about, like, you know, I'm exaggerating for the sake of this video. Maybe I'll talk about how I did so well in this game. What did I do? My class set up, that kind of thing. And Hutch exploded. People flocked to his channel to watch his videos, and he was actually giving commentary. There was audio over a gameplay on YouTube. Unheard of. And you think now, in 2015, we think, well, no, duh. I mean, that's obvious. That's not that hard to think about. You just turn your mic on over gameplay. That's just the way it is. It's not that groundbreaking, but then it was. Here's my point in that long-winded explanation. The point is, you do not have to revolutionize YouTube or create a whole other genre of video to just have a chance of being successful. Look at my circumstance, for example. Call of Duty, all I did is I uploaded gameplay commentaries with a commentary over gameplay, right? That's what a gameplay commentary is. And I got thousands of subscribers. Literally doing what everyone else does. A little guy, 0 subscribers is how I started. And then I was doing what literally a million other people were doing, and I was getting subscribers. I was uploading tips and tricks. As somebody with a few hundred subscribers, I made a video titled How to Raise Your KDR, Kill Death Ratio, if you don't play Call of Duty. And it got like 60,000 views. As somebody with literally nothing. In Modern Warfare 3, I made that video. Not partnered, you know, nothing. Just, I had like maybe 150 subscribers at the time. How to raise your KDR. I'm not somebody with credentials, not T Martin, none of that. 50, 60,000 views, whatever it got. And that was in Modern Warfare 3 when I had nothing. So, the video I made, I mean, if you search how to raise your KDR on YouTube, you'll find a million other videos, but for whatever reason, mine got, you know, like a bunch of hits on one day, and then YouTube continued to promote that video in the recommended bar, blah, blah, blah. That's the way it works. Here's the point. It's not too late. I absolutely promise that it is not too late. If you are passionate about what you do in almost anything in life, but especially in YouTube, then it will rub off on the viewers. Ultimately, your viewers that you may have on YouTube will be interested in the same thing that you are. In my instance, I have subscribers, and people that subscribe to me are interested in Batman, Arkham Knight, Batman, Call of Duty, what have you. If you are passionate about what you do, and that rubs off in the video, then people will subscribe to you because people want to be subscribed to others that are actually interested in what they're interested in. In other words, if you are just like, okay, here it is, guys, here's this, here's how to get a lot of kills in Call of Duty, blah, 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 no one's going to subscribe to you because everyone knows that you're just doing it to, I don't know why you're doing it. Maybe if you're making a lot of money off your videos, whatever, that's why you're doing it. But if it becomes apparent, and it will, to the viewer that you actually enjoy doing this and you actually do it because you want to, and if you, in your mind, know that it's what you want to do, then you'll know it. And if it's not apparent to you right now, then maybe it's not time. But a point at time will click in your head, and I remember having this, and speaking to other subscribers as well, when it's just abundantly clear to you that it's what you want to do and you're going to go out and get it. And if you're not there yet, then be patient, because it may or it may not. But if you're not 100% on board, then maybe, just maybe, you should hold off. I will be honest about that. Because it takes a lot out of you to upload videos that get no views, that get 3 or 4 views, and 2 of those are from your best buddy that you linked your video to. Because the YouTube analytics and just the way that the system is set up, it's not meant to benefit you. It's meant to benefit PewDiePie, right, with like 20 million subs or whatever he has, you know. It's meant to help him, and he's the one that gets featured on the front page, not you, not me. So it may be discouraging, and if you don't really want to do it and you're not really passionate about it, then maybe you should hold off. I will be honest about that. But if you're at a point in which it is abundantly clear in your mind that you are very passionate about YouTube and it's something that you really want to do, and you've spent enough time on the sidelines watching people like me yap on about nonsense, and you think that you can do it better, then I recommend that you go out and do it. because ultimately there is no limit at any time in which you can start. There's no limit on the amount of, viewers that can be divvied up amongst, all these people with millions of subscribers. All you have to do, literally, to make it big on YouTube, to be the next person with 1 million, 2 million, 10 million subscribers, is not to revolutionize the way in which we, the consumer, watch videos on YouTube, or to create a whole other genre of YouTube videos entirely, but rather just to add the slight embezzlement, the slight curvature of that corner on the iPad, or to just add the little thing that no one else thought of, that is commentary with Hutch and Call of Duty. The slight things that maybe no one else thinks of, but you from an outwards perspective looking at YouTube videos think about. And that is all you have to do to find success in the modern era on YouTube. Do what you love to do, but add that slight nuance, the slight variation from the pack. And if you can do that, then you will find success on YouTube, and people ultimately will flock to your videos, even if that distinction between the pack is only minor. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, you can feel free to like button. If you have any questions about getting started on YouTube, any at all, I can definitely answer all of those questions. I've used many of different devices and, made videos on Mac and PC, so if you need help on what to get, when to get it, should I start, that kind of thing, I hope I explained should you start or not in the video, but if you have any of those kind of questions, be sure to let me know and I'll be glad to answer them. My name's Slcmof, and we'll see you in the next video.